I told you about Bruce Montague and his wife Donna, who let their gun licenses expire in an act of civil disobedience in order to challenge changes made to the criminal code resulting from Bill C-68. You can check that story out in the link within the text of this report. Bill C-68 outlined the mandatory registration of non-restricted firearms, which Bruce and Donna felt infringed upon their rights. Donna ended up being convicted on one charge, while Bruce, a very well-respected gunsmith, was charged and convicted with 26 paper crimes and spent 6 months in jail as a result. He also served probation. His guns were taken and he got a lifetime prohibition from firearms. So basically he paid his debt to society by serving jail time and probation, plus gave up his career and life savings. And now the Ontario government wants his home as a result of civil forfeiture laws that allow them to take property based on criminal intent. But Bruce and Donna never committed any crimes with a criminal purpose. They acted in civil disobedience by letting their licenses expire and protesting peacefully. I wanted to go through Bruce's sentencing because there were a lot of misconceptions that stemmed from his case, mainly due to mainstream media reporting. Montague filed serial numbers from firearms in order to hide them because the Crown ordered the forfeiture of his guns that were worth well over $100,000. But he then felt guilty and advised the police of their whereabouts. I'm not saying it wasn't a poor choice in judgment, but there was no criminal purpose in his actions. It wasn't a violent or dangerous offense. He also had some automatic firearms and explosives on his property. I know that sounds suspicious without context, but I talked to Derek Frum at the Canadian Constitution Foundation about those offenses here.
The media reporting this case has often pointed to the fact that Bruce had automatic weapons and explosives. Now, that is true, but he was fully licensed to possess automatic weapons. And when he allowed his licenses to lapse, that particular license also lapsed. So there's nothing peculiar or nothing strange about him having automatic weapons in his possession. I mean, it was perfectly acceptable when he was licensed. And there's no question that had he renewed his licenses, he would have been entitled to possess all the firearms, any of the firearms that he had. Now, the matter of the explosives, Bruce was also a licensed demolitions expert, and he was hired for his skill doing demolitions. And so the Crown made a big deal about the automatic weapons and the explosives at the trial. But this is nothing unusual, nothing that anyone should have been concerned about, because Bruce was never a threat to the public peace. That was obvious from his criminal trial that the judge did not consider him that way. And he was fully licensed to have these things. He intentionally allowed his licenses to expire. That cannot be stressed enough. He thought he was doing a public service by challenging these laws in court.
Montague was also in possession of some military books, survival guides, and manuals on how to convert rifles to automatic fire. This was one of the reasons that the police labeled him as a dangerous man. Let's keep in mind that Bruce was a licensed gunsmith. To me, insinuating that a person is dangerous for possessing literature regarding their profession is absolutely ridiculous and absurd. And what's more is that the Crown referred to Bruce as an otherwise law-abiding citizen, a longtime active member of the Lutheran Church that engages in volunteer community work, a valuable member of his community, and a responsible firearms owner that was meticulous in observing and teaching proper gun etiquette. Some of the accusations sounded more like the Crown bolstering up charges to make an example out of Bruce and his wife. And there were also what were deemed secret rooms and a tunnel in the home. It's not illegal to have either in a private residence. Not only this, but the law calls for proper storage in a secure room, which is exactly what this space was used for. So why all of a sudden in a case like the Montagues, when they complied with the law, is the room considered secret? I'll tell you why. Lorne Gunter put it best when he said that gun owners are treated like second-class citizens. Bruce and Donna Montague are no more than paper criminals. They challenged the government, and an example is being made of them. They lost their life savings. Bruce lost his guns, his gun license for life, and his career. Now they stand to lose their home. In this case, the punishment doesn't fit the crime. For the Rebel.Media, I'm Holly Nicholas.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.